Nell, and today's video is all about Christmas succulent gardens in pots, which is an easy DIY and beautiful and festive and something that you can keep throughout the whole season. I regularly post videos on gardening, both indoors and out, so if you like that sort of thing, please subscribe and come back for more, because I have a lot more videos coming your way and also a lot waiting for you in the archives. So I'm going to be taking you over to my work table soon so you can see what's going on over there, but this is a really fun DIY to do with kids too. So if you have kids or no kids, you might want to get them going on this project for the holidays. But I love making these, and I haven't made them in a few years, so I thought it'd be fun to share it with you. And you can use either plants or cuttings. I'm going to use a combination of them, and the containers you choose are up to you also. So let's head on over and get going on this project. Here we are over at the old work table, ye old Santa's workshop. I'm going to tell you about all these things I'm using very soon, but I just want to say that I'm going to link all the sources in the blog post, because I always do a detailed blog post, and I will name the cuttings and some of the plants if you're interested in that. But some of these things I collected, and most of them actually I've had all of these for a while, because you may not know it, but I used to own a commercial Christmas decorating business in San Francisco for many years, probably 15 years. I sold it in 2004 or 2005, but I decorated big buildings, lobbies, all that kind of stuff. I'm using terracotta pots because I love the look of succulents in terracotta, and I painted some detailing on these. And these pots I got at EcoGrow here in Tucson. The cuttings I got online from the Succulent Source. I used to have a garden full of succulents in Santa Barbara, and now that I live in the desert, I don't, so I ordered those. And then the plants without the tags came from Green Things here in Tucson. The ones with the tags that are a little bit more on the reddish side came from Mountain Crest, also ordered online. And these are ornaments, decorations I'm going to put in the gardens. And I've had them for years. And I collected the pine cones a couple days ago. And here is my DIY succulent and cactus mix. It is not my recipe. I did not come up with it, but I have been making it on the regular, and I have a separate blog post and video on this if you want to make some of your own. So I have no idea what I am going to do. I haven't planned this out at all, which might have been a good idea. But I'm just going to start by getting some of the plants in here, and then I will fill in with some of the cuttings, just like this. And these smaller plants are really so much easier to work with in these smaller pots. If you're doing bigger pots, then you could certainly do 4-inch succulents, or even larger if you have larger pots. But I'm going to go ahead and get this all arranged, get some more soil in, and then I'll be back with you. So here's what's going on so far. I've got all the succulents in, and I've sort of tilted them facing out, because these are going to go on my dining room table, so I want to be able to see them. And then I have the birds' nests in there just to make sure that I have room for them. So now I'm going to just fill in with some of the succulent and with succulent and cactus mix, and then decide what else is going in here. So this isn't hard to do, it's just picky working in between this. But what I like to use, what helps me out, is this small trowel and also a screwdriver to kind of help move things around. And what the screwdriver is good for too is when I go to put the cuttings in, I can make a hole, you know, with the screwdriver and then put the cuttings in. All right, so I'm back to filling in. So I have the ornamentation in. I'm keeping it pretty simple. Bird's nest and a Santa and a berry ball and a nest in there. So now comes the filling in with the succulents. The succulent cuttings, I mean. So this is what I use the screwdriver for. It's just getting the cuttings down in here. Let's see, let's put one of these here. There we go. There we go, and I'm just going to go in all around and fill in. And I really don't mind a little bit of dirt showing. If it bothers me, I can just fill in the dirt. Oops. Fill in the dirt spots, the exposed spots with some of the moss. If you make these a month or so in advance, they will probably fill in, but I'm doing it on November 19th. I went and took some cuttings off of my elephant food because I thought it would be nice to add in a little bit of that too, just because they're a little bit larger. So the two larger ones are done. I'll show you in a bit when I'm done with these, but with these smaller pots, you sort of have to pinch the root balls a little bit just to get them to all fit in, but don't worry about that because succulents do not mind being tight at all. So I'm going to go ahead and get the plants in. One of them is going to have the Santa, so I'll leave room for that, and then I will ornament and fill in with the cuttings. The smaller ones are almost done here. I just need to add the cuttings and some more ornamentation into them. Oopsie. That's what happens. This just keeps on spilling out after I got the table all nice and swept off. Oh, okay. So let's get on with these. So they are all done. Cuttings and with their adornments in each one. And as I said, how you decorate them is up to you. If you want to go jazzy jewel tones, white and silver, that's a beautiful combination, all gold. Or succulents and berries. It's all good. I was going on, and there was a big old plane flying overhead, and I was like, oh, you're not going to be able to hear what I'm saying. So how to keep these looking good throughout the holidays? It's easy. And the easy part is easy on the water. You might want to water them only once. The mix that I planted these into was slightly moist, so I'm not going to water these for at least a week, maybe even 2, and that might be the only time I water them. And I have a small watering can that has a long neck, and I'll just water a little bit in between. So the worst thing that you could do is water these every 5 days or even water them every week. You want to keep them on the drier side. And of course, after the holidays, if you would like, you can take them apart and replant them, because that's what I'm going to do. Oh, and these also make great gifts because I'm giving these 2 away, and these 5 are going to be part of my dining room centerpiece. So in a few days, I'm going to set up my dining room table, and I'm going to show you how these look arranged on the table. And here are the gardens set up as a centerpiece on our dining room table. I didn't have a Christmas runner, so I just folded up a piece of fabric and it works just fine. Put some glittered pine cones in between for a little more sparkle, and added a few red stem balls into the larger gardens, making this a holiday centerpiece that we are going to enjoy all season long. And yes, my channel is mainly about gardening, and there are just a few of my houseplants in this room, and there are quite a few behind me too. And here it is from the other side. It's a nice piece because it's short enough to see over, so you can talk with the person on the other side of the table, but yet it gives us enough room for plates and glasses and forks and knives and napkins and all that good stuff we need. I'm losing the light. It's about 5 o'clock, so I got to wrap this up, but links to the materials used will be in the post. As I said, some of this stuff I've had for a while, so I'm not going to be able to give you links to that, but to a couple of places where you can buy plants and cuttings, and my opinions on the quality of the plants and the cuttings. And besides links to the materials used, I'm also going to give you an approximate cost for the gardens, in case you are interested in that. So many of our Christmas decorations are not living, so that's why it's nice to have poinsettias in our homes, or amaryllis, or something like this, because it is a living holiday decoration. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and found it to be useful, and I hope you make a succulent garden or two of your own for Christmas. As I said, more details will be in the post. So let's see. Oh, thank you for all your likes and your subscribes. I really appreciate them. Now let's get out in the garden or into our indoor gardens, our indoor holiday gardens, and make our worlds a more beautiful place. I have a lot more videos coming your way, so stay tuned for those. And I wish you a happy holiday season. Bye.